and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Queen B, and if you've not subscribed to my channel, please do so and hit that notification button so that you'll be notified every time I post videos. So today I'm gonna be talking about long distance relationships. So I've been in a long distance relationship myself before, and I'm gonna be telling you about my story, and I'm gonna be talking about some tips, and I'm gonna be giving you some advices on how you can make a long distance relationship work. So I'm from Zambia, and my husband is from the United Kingdom, and we were living apart for 3 years. Prior to that, we met in 2014, and then in 2015 he had to return to the UK because his contract ended, and I couldn't get my visit visa, and I had to remain in my home country, which is Zambia, whilst he came back to work in the UK. And that was the beginning of our long distance relationship. That was on August 10, 2015. I still remember which day it was, because it was the most difficult time of our lives, where he had to leave me, and I was pregnant at that time, and he had to come to the UK, and I had to remain in my home country, pregnant with our boy. And you know, from that time it began, like, our long distance relationship began for 3 years. So yes, this is my story, and I'm gonna be talking about how we made it work, and now we're together in one place, thank God. And it's been very, very good to having to like overcome that period, because it's the most difficult period in somebody's life. If you go through such moments, it's like, you know, a trial, or you know, something that, you know, like you're being put on a trial to see how much love you have for each other. So we've made it work. We're together finally in one place, and we're living now in Manchester, the United Kingdom. So I'm gonna talk about the 5 tips that you can apply into your relationship, whether it's a long distance relationship or whether it's just a normal kind of relationship where you're together in one place. And these tips are gonna help you in your daily routine, and these tips is what works for us, is what we do, and it's the kind of, you know, elements that we live on in our relationship. So yeah, the first thing that I want to talk about is love. Like love. So let's face it, if there is no love, then there's no need for me to even make this video. There's no need for me to even talk about the other 4, you know, elements that I'm gonna share with you. There's no need to even sit down here and talk about this topic, long distance relationship. So we all need love, and if you find that somebody that you love, hold on to those people, hold on to that person, and you know, fight. The love that we have, the feeling inside us that we have for another individual, is the feeling that gives us the strength to even fight for that person, in order to be with them, in order to live with them, in order to fight all the obstacles that come into your relationship, all the, you know, the negative things that come with being in a relationship. So that love, that feeling, give us the strength to fight for the person you love, to fight for that person you're in love with, to be together. So love is the most important thing, and you gotta keep the candle burning, whether they are near you, whether they're your spouse or your partner or your girlfriend is far away from you. You got to keep that candle burning. You got to tell people you love them every day. If you love somebody, you're not gonna get tired telling them you love them. You wake up in the morning, you send a message. If you have, because we obviously, when you are far away from somebody, you got the life, you gotta wake. This is what my husband used to do. Whether I'm asleep, I'm gonna find a text message saying, "Good morning, my love. how's your night, hope you had a good time, a good sleep, I love you, you know, such kind. It's the simple things like that, you know. So yeah, you gotta tell them, you gotta make them feel that they are loved, they are wanted, whether from a distance or whether they're near. You gotta love those people unconditionally. The people that are in your lives, the people that you love, you're gonna love them unconditionally, whether long distance or not. You gotta make them feel the feeling that you feel inside. Let them feel, share that feeling together. So yeah, love is important. One thing I want to talk about is communication. Communication is a vital part of any relationship. Without communication, your love is gonna die. Without communication, the distance is gonna grow. So especially if you're in a long distance relationship, you gotta communicate to your spouses, because already there's that gap between the two of you. The last thing one needs is to fill that gap within their hearts, within themselves, and that begins like brings problems and begins like, you know, to affect the person because negatively, because you're not communicating with them. They don't know what you're up to, they don't know what you've been up to, like with your day, you know, how you've been. So you gotta communicate. Like for me and my husband, thank God for WhatsApp. Whoever invented WhatsApp, hands up. It's not that time of, you know, the period where like people used to write letters to each other and it takes 6 months for you to get that letter. We have WhatsApp now, and you can make WhatsApp calls, WhatsApp text messages, you can, you know, FaceTime and everything like that. So thank God for internet. It has made it so easy for long distance relationship to survive in terms of communication. But it also has to bring that the two of you have to be committed to each other, committed to communication. Me and my husband, we used to communicate every single day. I could tell him what I'm up to, I could tell him what my day has been. He could do the same with me. Even when I'm in the toilet, I'll be like, oh babe, I'm in the toilet right now, you know, texting him, chatting, and he goes like, ew, you know, TMI, stuff like that. Those small details, you'll be surprised how much they value in a relationship. So you got to communicate with your spouses. You got to tell them, you know, about your day, how it's been, how you've been living your life without them. They gotta feel they're a part of your life. Even though when they are when they are far away from you, they're still part of you. You know, they're still feeling they're involved into your daily routine. So communication is a vital part of any relationship. Without it, the distance is gonna grow, and the further you guys gonna grow apart. So communicate. Make it vital that you communicate with your spouses. And that long distance relationship, you're not even gonna feel that gap if you are communicating. You're not gonna feel that gap that you are actually they're far away from you. I never felt that, not even a single day, because he was a part of my life. Even when he was in the UK and I'm in Zambia, he was part of me. So same as in a house, for example, let's not talk about just long distance relationship, just a normal relationship. In a house, if you don't communicate, problems begin, because you don't know what your partner is thinking, what they're feeling, you know, you don't know what the day has been, you know. All those small things are very vital. They play a big part in any relationship. Even in the house, if you're not communicating in the house, there's gonna be some problems, and there's always that brings always like confusion and distance and stuff. And then you find that your partner goes out of the house and seeks somebody else who's able to communicate with them, who they like can relate, talk about things. So you have to communicate in any relationship. Third important thing I want to talk about also is being honest. My husband says it's a silent H, but you know, I'm Bemba, so forgive me. So I say honest, but he says it's honest. Whichever way, you gotta be honest. honest to your spouses. Honest is vital, especially if, say, you're far away from your partner and you think, oh, they can't see me, they're very far away from me, you know, I can do all I want and I'm just gonna say, I'm just by my auntie's place, oh, I'm just by a friend's place. When you're actually out drinking maybe with some guys and stuff, this time there's internet, anybody can capture anybody. Say for example, you're in a fight and you've told your partner you're home sleeping, or you've told your partner you are just visiting your aunt or your grandma, and something happens where you are. How are you gonna explain yourself? How are you gonna explain to your partner to say, oh, I actually left my grandma and I went and met some friends and we had some drinks? So you gotta be honest. Tell your partner, tell them, oh, I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna have a few drinks with my friends, I'm gonna be at this place, and we're gonna be from this place, we might move to the next point, so that they know where you are, what you are up to. If anything happens, they're not caught unaware, or they're not surprised to say, oh, but she told me another thing. You gotta be honest in a relationship. Tell the truth. Let's talk about the fourth element of a long distance relationship, or any relationship. You got to trust each other. You got to trust your partner. That partner got to trust you. So for example, I say I'm going somewhere else and my partner thinks I'm lying to him, or I'm making up things. That's not healthy. That's not healthy for any relationship. You got to trust each other and you got to tell the truth. So these things work hand in hand in order for a relationship to survive, in order for the love element to keep on growing, in order for the candle to keep on burning, because without these elements, that candle is gonna burn out. And once it burns out, that's when now the love dies, the feelings go away, the distance grow apart, like becomes bigger, the distance becomes bigger. So you got to communicate with your partner, you got to be honest with your partner, you got to trust your partner. If they tell you something, you got to trust them. Once you have doubts, that means you have doubts about your partner. Whatever they say is not gonna count. Hence, you will try and start doing things that are negative because you don't trust your partner, assuming they're doing other things that they're not telling you. So instead, you're gonna have all these negative thoughts in your mind, and then you start doing negative things that may have a bad effect on your relationship. So you got to be honest, you got to trust your partner as well. In as much as you're being honest, you gotta trust your partner. So the fifth and final element that I'm gonna talk about is the negativity that surrounds a relationship. You got to stop listening to the negative waves, the negativity from friends, the negativity from families. You got to stop listening to that. Always have positive vibes, positive waves, and that's gonna help sustain your long distance relationship, even a just relationship in general. Here's the thing: you met, the two of you, and all of a sudden there's all these third parties coming into your relationship, and once you start accepting those third parties into your relationship, there begins problems. So for example, my story, I had all this negativity coming into my relationship, but you know what? I never let that affect me or my relationship with my husband. Some were coming from some friends, some from my family. When my husband first left for the UK, I was pregnant, and people started saying, oh, that white man, Muzungu in my language, has left her pregnant, she's pregnant now, oh my God, he's left her with the pregnancy, what's she gonna do and stuff like that. And for me, that never even bothered me, because I knew the kind of relationship that I had with my husband. I knew my man, I knew myself, I believed in our life. Hear them, listen to them, but don't, like, people always come to you and tell you, oh, this one was saying this, or this one. Don't let that affect you. It has got nothing on you. Always think of the positive. This applies in my life, how I live my life. It applies in my relationship. And if you apply this, you'll find that you'll be happier in life. And, you know, you stop worrying too much. And you'll find that positive things will always happen. Because what you put in your mind as an effect on what the outcome, that's just general. Whatever you think there, it will affect how you live your life. So if you're always thinking of negative things, your life will be turning out to be in a negative kind of state. So always think positive. So with my relationship, I always thought positive, because not a single day did I ever feel I was very far away from my husband, because we made it that we always felt like we are close together, we're part of each other's life, and that's how we live our lives, and that's how we take our relationship. So he's a part of me, I'm a part of him, and anything else is, you know, secondary. It's not the primary thing that, oh, somebody says this about that, I should now do on it. No. Stop doing that. Stop listening to negativity. And you're gonna tell me that your life will be so much simpler. It will be so much beautiful. And it will be a life without chaos, life without drama. You know, life is already stressed as it is. The last thing you need is to bring more stress into your lives. So stop listening to negativity. I went through a very difficult time. We overcame that. All the negativity that people were trying to impose on my relationship are now dead, gone, buried. And I didn't let that affect me, not even a single day. So these are the things that I wanted to share with you this week on my channel. So love, communication, honesty, trust, as well as this fifth element, negative waves. Stop this and apply this, and your relationship is gonna be, trust me, it will. So these are the things I had for you this week, and thank you so much for watching this video. And if you've not subscribed to my channel, please do so that you'll be notified, and click that notification button so that you'll be notified every time I post videos. It's your girl Queen B, and thank you for watching this video. Give it a thumbs up, like, and share. I'm out for now, and I'll see you in my next video. Mwah.